Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about doing things in present perfect progressive. Okay, present perfect progressive shows that something started in the past and is continuing at the present time. Okay, if we are in present form, our verb has ing. So the root word, our verb plus ing. So for example, playing plus play plus ing, playing. So before we move on, let's learn our vocabularies.
Page 52. Let's learn more. A. Learn the words. Number 1.
Talking on the phone.
Number 2.
Visiting Bangkok.
Number 3.
Riding her bicycle.
Number 4.
Cleaning his room.
Number 5.
Waiting.
Number 6.
Playing baseball.
All right. So this time, okay, let's make sentences in present continuous form. Present continuous form, answer the questions. What is he or she doing, or what are they doing? So I made this pattern. If we're going to use he, she, so is. Our verb to be is. If we're going to use they in plural form, okay, our verb to be is are. Okay, plus our present participle. So for example, number 1, what is she doing? She is talking on the phone. Number 2, what is he doing? He is visiting Bangkok. And number 3, what is she doing? She is riding her bicycle. All right. So next, let's continue and let's go back in learning how long. So this time, we're going to find out the length of time. So how long have they been doing the action? So remember, something started in the past and is continuing at the present time. The actions already started, but it's not yet finished. It's still happening. Okay, to make sentence about this one, okay, let's understand using for and since first. So remember, for tells us how many minutes, how many hours, how many days, how many weeks, how many months, and how many years. Okay, if we're going to use for, okay, the information tells us how many minutes, hours, days, weeks. Okay, soบอกกี่นาทีกี่ชั่วโมงกี่วันกี่สัปดาห์กี่เดือนกี่ปี and if we're going to use since tells us when the action started, like 10 o'clock, since 10 o'clock. The action started at 10 o'clock. Yesterday, last Monday, last week, last month, May. Okay, since May. Okay, since last year, or since 2007, or since 2020. Right. Okay, so it tells us when the action started. So by determining the starting point of the action, okay, we would be able to know the length of time. So for example, okay, the action takes place or started at 10 o'clock and now is already 2 o'clock. So from 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, so it's been 4 hours already. So when we say since yesterday, from yesterday and then today, it's been a day or 1 day already. So when we say since Monday, and today is Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it's been 4 days already, right? So now let's make sentences. Okay, for number 4 picture, we have cleaning his room and then yesterday. Cleaning his room yesterday. So this one we're going to use he, our subject pronoun, has been. Okay, been means, okay, this one is indicating that the action is still happening. He has been, okay, our present participle, cleaning his room. And what are we going to use? For or since? Okay, we're going to use since because this one is yesterday. Yesterday doesn't tell us how many minutes or hours or days, but it tells us when the action started. Yesterday. So since yesterday, our sentence is he has been cleaning his room since yesterday. So this one is our A, B, C, D. All right. Okay. So for number two or number 5 picture, waiting and 30 minutes. So we have our A, she, B, C, waiting, D, and we use for because the given information is 30 minutes. Now 30 minutes tells us how many minutes. So we're going to use 4. So here, for 30 minutes. So she has been waiting for 30 minutes. Okay, let's have another one. So this time we have plural. So they, use they, then we're going to use have. They have been. This is our A, B, C. And playing baseball. Okay, 2 hours. What are we going to use? 2 hours. 2 hours tells us how many hours. So we're going to use 4 for 2 hours. All right. Okay. So to understand more, let's watch this video.
Make sentences. Page 52. B. Make sentences.
The children are busy. What are they doing? How long have they been doing it?
Jenny is riding her bicycle. She has been riding her bicycle for 45 minutes. Scott is waiting. He has been waiting since 10 o'clock.
Number 1.
Jenny is riding her bicycle. She has been riding her bicycle for 45 minutes.
Number 2.
Scott is waiting. He has been waiting since 10 o'clock.
Number 3.
Andy is cleaning his room. He has been cleaning his room since early evening.
Number 4.
Kate is playing baseball. She has been playing baseball for 2 hours.
All right. So in this picture, by looking at the information given, okay, we would be able to know what we're going to use, either for or since. So for number 1, 45 minutes. 45 minutes tells us how many minutes. So we're going to use for. And for number 2, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock tells us when. Okay, when the action started. So we're going to use since. Number 3, early evening. Early evening tells us when the action started. So since early evening. And number 4, 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay, tells us how many hours. So we're going to use 4. Now let's try to answer these questions. So basically we are answering 2 questions. What is or what are they doing and how long have how long they have been doing the action. Okay. So for number 1 picture, last week and then visiting Bangkok. So letter A, what is she doing? What is she doing? Okay. Kamlang tamaray, what is she doing? She is visiting Bangkok. Okay, and next is, how long has she been visiting Bangkok? So how long? So he or she has been, don't forget, been visiting Bangkok Okay, what are we going to use? For or since? This one is last week. Okay, last week, what are we going to use? For or since? So last week is telling us when the action started. So that is since. All right. So how long has she been visiting Bangkok? She has been visiting Bangkok since last week. Okay. So number 5 picture, we have 3 o'clock and then playing soccer. So letter A question, what is he doing? He is playing soccer. He is playing soccer. Okay, so how long has he been playing soccer? He has been playing soccer. Okay, what are we going to use? For or since? For or since? 3 o'clock. Okay, 3 o'clock doesn't tell us how many hours, but it tells us when the action started. So he started at what time? 3 o'clock. We're going to use since. So he has been playing soccer since 3 o'clock. All right. Okay, so before we move on, let's listen to this one.
D. Listen and chant.
Page 53. D. Listen and chant. How long have you been waiting?
How long have you been waiting for Ken? I've been waiting for Ken since 10. How long has he been talking to Sue? He's been talking to Sue since 2. How long has Anne been taking a bath? She's been taking a bath for an hour and a half. How long have you been studying with Ray? I started yesterday.
All right. Okay, now let's move to page 54. Okay, page 54.
Read. A.
Page 54. Let's read. A. Listen and read along. Then read again. My life with the circus.
My name is May. I'm an acrobat. Everyone in my family is an acrobat too. We perform with a circus. I've been a performer since I was a little girl. I don't go to school because we travel a lot. Teachers travel with us. Every morning, I study with other circus children. Every afternoon, I practice acrobatics with my family. I need strong arms and legs. I jump, flip, and twirl in the air. My brother throws me and my father catches me. It's hard work, but I like performing.
All right.
Page 54. B. Choose the correct answer. Number 1.
What does May do?
So what does May do? Is she a student or an acrobat? It says in the story that May does not go to the school. Okay, although she is studying with the other children, with their teachers in the circus, but she doesn't go to school. So she's not a student, she's an acrobat.
Number 2.
When does
May
May practice?
So when does May practice? Okay, it says there in the morning, May study with the other circus children. Okay, but in the afternoon, they practice acrobatics with their family. Okay, so do this one, answer in your book, and let's move to our phonics. Okay, for our phonics, we're going to learn the AR sound and the IR. AR sounds R, and IR sounds ear, ear. Right? Let's listen to this one.
Page 55. E. Listen and write. Hear R or Number 1.
Hard.
Number 2.
Twirl.
Number 3.
Arm.
Number 4.
Girl.
All right. Okay, for letter F, those words are, okay, this one we're going to add ER from the root word. Okay, so this one from the action, if we're going to add ER, okay, that would become another word, and that is the person who's doing the action. Okay, for example, this one, perform plus ER. The action word is perform plus ER, and then performer. Okay, the person who does the action. Okay, for number 1, play plus ER, player. Okay, so the person who is playing or doing the action is player. So teacher, the root word is teach plus ER, teacher. So this one, number 2, paint. The action word is paint plus ER, okay, that is painter. Okay. So painter is the person who is doing the action, paint. Now, for number 4, it's not a verb, but it's a noun. Okay, it says here farmer. Okay, the root word is farm plus ER, farmer. Farmer is the person who is working in the farm. Okay, so you can write your answer in your book. All right, and let's move to our our mystery hunters on page 57. Okay, this is on page 57. Okay, let's listen to this one.
Page 57. D. Let's read about hieroglyphics. Mystery Hunters. Matt and Megan's blog.
Writing with pictures. In the ancient pyramids of Egypt, there were a lot of pictures on the walls. Scholars said the pictures were writing. These were called hieroglyphics, but no one was able to read them. In 1799, French soldiers discovered a stone near Rosetta, a city in Egypt. This famous stone helped scholars read the pictures. Today, we don't use hieroglyphics, but we have rebus writing. A rebus is a picture puzzle. Each picture is a sound. When you read these sounds together, you will know the meaning.
All right. Okay. So this is all about the writings. Okay. So before, okay, the writings, the old writings are pictures, okay, like this, and we call that hieroglyphics. Okay, but now we are using the rebus writing. Okay, for example, this one, I, and this one we can say this is about love, and then you. So I love you. All right. So your activity is to find the meaning of the words from our reading. Okay, write them in your EE notebook. Okay, check from dictionary or in Google Online. Write in your notebook and upload in Google Classroom. Okay, for your exercise, this one is from page 53C. All right, so write what they have been doing and how long have they have been doing the action. So for example, number 1, she has been visiting Bangkok since last week. All right. So this one I already uploaded in your Google Classroom with the video. And okay, more next meeting on December 20 to 24. All right. December 20 to 24. Let me show you. Okay. December 20 to 24, we're going to have our reading test one by one. And Teacher Lovie made a video, practice video. You can watch the practice video, everything that I'm going to put in your reading test. Okay, it's there. You can watch the video for your practice.
What should she get her mother? Jenny
Alright.
brought her brother a drink.
Okay, so everything
He
is there.
cleaned his desk. He hasn't cleaned his desk yet.
All right.
He has studied English for 6 years.
So you can watch for your
He
practice.
has been waiting.
So check your Google Classroom, the exercises, and the videos. All right, that's all.